Yeah, and now Yoshi's here. Yoshi can be
Yahoo!
Welcome back to Shoten-Shuspen. I'm on a forward march forever. It never ends. Now that the game's gonna stop telling me how to play the game, I'm just gonna blast through it.
Now just hang on there.
Oh wait, I don't have 3?
Oh, you have to get another.
I sure don't have 3. Hold up.
One singular more. Alright, so since the last episode, 15 minutes have passed.
Yep, literally.
And,
this is the most accurate 15 minutes have passed that we have ever uttered.
yes, and, we're ready to go. I'm about to fart, like, in a 5-second interval from now, but besides that, I think we're good. Anyway.
Such is life.
I did it silently so no one would hear. But
That's
it's okay.
not great.
No, it's good. Do you want it to be heard? Oh, Chris, okay.
The alcohol's hitting me already. Yeah, I've turned stupid.
Chris.
You know, say don't text and drive. Don't play Mario. don't play Mario Galaxy and drink.
Chris has done a bit of the beer drinking.
Yeah, I started a beer, but
And
it's like
now he's
7:20.
already he took a sip and now it's already succumbed to the juice.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm sipping on that gin and also juice. It's okay. I'll become interesting. I'll become less reserved. I'll start thinking you're really funny. The show's about to just be good now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. I love the fact that you need to be
Yeah,
inebriated in order to think
Yeah,
I'm funny.
mhm.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah. Well, that's just, the human experience in 2024.
I'm no longer funny, guys. It's okay. I mean, once you're past the age of like 18, you're no longer allowed to be funny anyway.
You're allowed to be funny. It's just, if you're not, then the world has found ways to make you funny.
By making you a joke.
By leaving.
Putting you in the 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. Look, I woke up. Don't worry about it.
Why is this guy following you around? He's not even attacking you. He's just following.
Oh.
How'd you save yourself?
'Cause I'm good.
That was incredible.
So I shoot this at that.
Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, I have to eat the spinies and then shoot them at the cage that has a star in it, so I can leave. And Lakitu is there so that I have constant spinies.
Oh, he
As long
throws
as I
them.
don't kill them, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He does do that. I totally forgot. That was his thing.
Alright, I woke up. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
Camera's bad.
You know, if there's one thing I know, it's that pooping while asleep is a bad idea. What? No, I meant to say something different. I meant to say comedy can occur whenever the sleep is not happening. Awake is happening. What is beer like?
It's not great, but that's okay. There are some circumstances that are special about the beer that I'm drinking. I bought it 2 weeks ago. I bought a 12-pack, and despite buying it 2 weeks ago, immediately once I took it out of the bag, I noticed that they actually were expired by like 3 months.
Oh,
But like, I asked ChatGPT, which has become new Google, for just answering the weird shit I need to know, because it'll actually do it.
mm-hmm.
And it said that if it's refrigerated, it's probably fine. That it's been out for that it's been over a couple of months.
Okay.
So I'm good, but I don't know if my review of beer can be valid given that this is
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Is this the only beer you've had?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I understand what you mean.
I just don't want to set you up.
But, like,
oh,
is it-
beer's gross. But then this is just.
Is it different
it's
than
fine.
wine?
It is different from wine.
Because, like, I don't be doing the whole consumption, so I don't be knowing.
It is different from wine for sure.
I feel like I can't even name all the different kinds of alcohol, probably. I can probably name a few. But
You can't name them all.
I can name a couple.
As a non-drinker, you would not be able to name them all. Just they're not. You
Not
have to
all
read
of
a
them,
book.
but I can name, like, probably 5.
Brother.
There's, like, beer and wine are 2, so those are easy. And then there's, like, what, like bourbon?
That is, yeah, I mean, that's a type
Uh,
of
whiskey.
Yeah.
Is it sake, the Japanese kind? Hennessy is that a kind or is that a brand?
That is a brand.
Okay.
I mean, it's like yeah, it's a brand. Oh my god.
I already said whiskey and bourbon and then sake. That's 5, right? So that counts.
Sure, yeah.
And then there's like what? Rum?
I mean, that is a classification of alcohol, yes.
What's the Irish kind? Or am I thinking of... I feel like Ireland has a special kind. Am I crazy?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, are there any I named or I didn't name you know?
What the fuck is this conversation, dude?
I just want to know if we can name them.
There are so many.
How many more could there possibly be?
A lot.
How are there that many ways to make alcohol?
Because they're just humans that have existed on Earth for a period of time, which is long enough to fuck around and have fun.
Yeah, but I feel like in terms of just categories of them, there can't be that many, right?
There's a lot.
Because I can't think of a single other. Well, regardless, I don't know much about them,
Like
but
there are different classifications of wine.
Right, that's not where I want to go. I want to do just the main, like, basic types of them.
But then, if we're knowingly not counting shit, then it's dumb. Die. Die question mark? Die.
In any case, I don't know, like, the differences between them, but wine to me seems like it's like the most fruity of them all, I would assume, or like the most sweet, if I had to guess.
It depends.
I don't really know. I'm just taking a guess here.
Yeah, it's just weird. This is weird because I don't know much more than you. I've had Pinot Noir and I've had 2 different types of beer from a can. So, you know, I don't know too much. I'm not an aficionado.
But maybe one day you will be.
You know, maybe when I'm married and I have less to worry about. And I can just sit around and drink.
Well, see, that's the thing. Once you have more to worry about, that's when you drink more.
I don't have more to worry about. I don't think that ever happens. I mean, well, it only happens when I meet someone else. I've kind of met the... I'm at the extent of single-player worries unless I, like, get in a car troubles or something.
Okay. Single player worries. Like, all of your just by yourself problems are gone.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there, really? Besides
I don't know.
Besides, like, health problems and car problems.
Depression.
Health, mental. Which is real already happening. I play video games to cope and it doesn't work.
How sad.
This is how it goes.
Maybe you should spin Disc Galaxy. Or spin Dig Galaxy. Maybe this one will help you feel better. The specific one.
Nigga leg.
Yep, that's what it says. It doesn't though. Are you callbacking to whenever I nay-nayed? How dare you? Anyway. All right. Well, when you have more of an encyclopedia-esque knowledge of all the different types of alcohols, let me know which one is the most sweet. I am guessing it's wine.
There's probably a dessert one. I mean, they make stuff specifically so that you can drink it easier because base alcohol doesn't taste great.
Right. Well, you mean they just flavor it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So like it'll be different, but I assume like one whiskey can't be that different from another, and one bourbon can't be that different from another.
They get different.
I know they can definitely be different, but like they can't be like that different, right?
I mean,
to the point that you can't even tell they're the same kind of thing.
I imagine they shared some characteristics, but
because at that point, I don't even know what the different types are. Is it just, are they different types because they're just made differently?
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I'm an idiot who doesn't know anything. I drink water for a living. And by for a living, I mean literally to live.
It's good to not ask another guy who knows.
What do you mean?
It's definitely good practice to ask another guy who doesn't know shit about nothing.
I love this mechanic it's giving you. This is awesome. Yo, you didn't want to talk to him? Oh, you wanted to get this first? Fair enough. Oh, cool. Yeah, I love this. This is a great mechanic. It makes me happy. I'm the more I think about it, the more autistic I feel. But I've found that I like certain things that don't make any sense to like, but I just like them anyway. Like, I don't know if I did that whole rant about like picking up a shirt on this show or not.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that one really gets me.
You started realizing it truly was stimming in real life.
Yeah. But I don't know, though. And I will never know. And who cares if I know? I don't. I do.
You do.
I mean, I don't... Like, if I learn it and it's true, I'm not going to change how I am. Like, it's not going to matter.
Oh, bitch, you bitch, you bitch. I hate you. Why would you earlier?
But there will be... Like, I'll at least have... I don't know. I'll learn some truth about myself, I suppose, but...
A gunk owner. Yeah, it would be good to know if you were truly, whatever.
Cooked, or...
Yeah, as it were.
Or maybe good. See, that's the thing about it.
I don't know if being good is the alternative to being autistic.
Here's the thing, though. If it is the case...
Ouch.
Like, that's fine and all. Like, whatever. I don't really care that much. But...
Yeah.
The problem with it, though, is... Like, I don't want to... You know, I don't want to be braggadocious or anything. But I've been told by many people that I'm kind of a genius. And I don't think I'm a genius. I'm just saying I've been told that before. I do think that I am at least somewhat smart, right? But I've heard that that's sometimes like a side effect of having autism. So it makes me feel like if I do have autism, then does that mean that my like gift isn't really that special? Because
I've heard of being knee deep in weird shit as a symptom of autism, like you super duper like shit nobody cares about, or like
yeah,
like I've heard people who like cartoons like fucking
more than the average person.
Yeah, or they'll be like super no, I'm not gonna get into shit like this, I'm drunk. But what is important is that hyper fandom is generally where my brain goes when I think of an autistic person. There are different areas for it to go in, but that's where my brain goes.
Well, that's the thing about it is like there's so many different things.
There are
that
so many
happen.
facets. I've just never heard genius.
I've just heard like average, more higher than above average IQ.
I've heard like guy who has specialized interests, but I've never heard higher than above average IQ.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I have, and I'm pretty sure it's a real thing.
Well, I heard if you're autistic, then that makes you smart. So...
Not that it makes you, it's just that it could be. I've also heard hypermobility recently, which I didn't know.
Hypermobility.
You're like more flexible than other people.
I get it, but like what?
Like there's this thing that...
Are you telling me you're secretly a superhero, Joshua?
No, it's not like a superpower. It's just like being more flexible. But there's also other...
Yeah?
Like, you know, like the tendons in your hands or whatever?
You did the animation for picking it up.
I can, like, move them out of their place. And also I can, like, bend myself in half forward.
Stoner
where, like, my
hand for 30 seconds.
Where, like, my face is looking into my shins.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But I don't know. Like, even if I do have those things, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have autism. It just means I could. But the thing I'm getting at is, if I do get diagnosed with something, which I don't know if I ever will, but if I do, does that mean these things about myself are no longer that special because they're kind of expected at that point? You know what I mean?
I think that what makes you special is something that you have to think about yourself.
You're so right, Chris.
And, you know,
My hyperfixation on cartoons taught me the same thing.
yeah.
I don't actually have a hyperfixation on cartoons.
You have a hyperfixation on Pokemon.
I do. That's one of my.
You artistic, aren't you?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. That's the thing. I don't know.
For Pokemon.
Well, it changes though. Like right now, before I came here, I was super thinking hard about like guns and like the intricacies of them. Not specifically like, not like the American gun thing, but more like just liking the way that they function. You know what I mean? What? Are you realizing something about me too? Or
no, it's just, you know, it's just cool and guy who gets into your house just says, I've been thinking about guns and how cool they are, just how they work. It's so cool.
I'm not saying I'm gonna shoot you. What the frick?
Local man comes out as a gun advocate.
I just think that they're cool.
No, I don't think you're going to murder me. I just think it's fun that that's just a thing that you randomly became hyperfixated on before.
Well, I've always done that. That's why I
this boss fight's epic.
That's part of the reason why I like shooters, is because of that. As a video game genre.
This is that side-scrolling shit. It's locked me. I don't know where to fucking go. This
has your like ability to notice where the opposite end of him is, has it decreased?
No, it's not decreased. It's just that he only is available sometimes, and his hitbox is just.
I know it sucks whenever they're only available sometimes. It's the worst.
It's a bit. I don't actually. I'd use.
It's
he
okay,
micro adjust the second that I jump.
Yeah, I hate the micro adjust.
He's gaming.
Oh no, where did the oh, okay, it came back.
It's
okay, we're
just
good.
What else?
This is the coolest mechanic though ever. Okay, yeah, do it right at the bottom.
It takes forever to fuck though, so I hate it.
Oh, well.
And it locks me in an animation because it thinks it's quirky.
It thinks it's cool, but it's not. Yeah, so the point is, I don't know who I am, but it doesn't matter because I do know who I am.
That's, yeah.
It's this weird, I have this weird.
I agree.
Oh, did you win?
No.
Oh. I have this weird thing where it's like, even if I do get a quote-unquote label, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to change, but...
You're right.
It would just be neat to know whether or not it's true.
Yeah. You never know until you...
And also, I wouldn't have to feel bad about saying something like...
Yeah, then you could make fun of autistic people without feeling bad about it.
That's not what I'm getting at, but
that is
sure, I guess.
You can make gross generalizations about autistic people and be okay with it because...
Yeah, of course, because as long as you are the thing that you're making fun of, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I suppose that does have some sort of thing to it, but at the same time, I feel like it also is sort of the opposite mindset you're supposed to have.
Yeah, because you know it's a bit hard to agree frame one with I get to make fun of autistic people now that I am one, but whenever I put it into less funny terms, it's a little bit easier.
It's like when you come out as gay and you're like, all right, I can make fun of gay people now.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though, for one, you could be lying, and for two, just, I mean, as long as you're not actually mean, I guess it's whatever.
You're born with it. What are you talking about? I'm lying.
No.
It's real. It happened. No.
I'm saying people could lie about it.
I love that.
If they were bad people and wanted to make fun of things.
I hate.
This is the final hit you need,
He's gonna flip around. Here comes. Yeah.
No way you didn't hit that.
There it goes.
I thought you hit that for sure.
That's cool.
I was like, yeah, he got it. Then he didn't do it. This is the final hit, though, I think, right? Surely 3 times the charm.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know he always rotates like 90 degrees after.
I don't even.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't need this. Don't fucking chide me. Like I'm not playing the game the way the game wants me to play it. Fuck you. He turns around. He does the signal that he's gonna turn around. I see it. I drill. He walks away. What do you want? That's not my fault.
This is kind of a side scroller.
Yeah, that's the. They're gonna do.
It's cool how it like meshed it though. It's like it's side scroller, but it's like you're still living on the planet.
Yeah, and it fucked with my controls. That's why I didn't like it.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh. Unfortunate.
It'd be different if diagonals counted towards still being in that direction. If up, left, and up I mean, down left still counted as left, that'd be great. But they don't.
Oh,
So
really?
it's stupid.
Well, anyways, on the next episode of Galaxy 2, we will, you know,
Die.
fart. No, pee. Yes.